Good evening. We are at Gecko's in Sarasota on Stickney Point and 41, and I am at my class of 1985 Riverview in Sarasota interview, talking to Carole Chapman. Carole's husband ran the receptions at the last couple of reunions, and this is Michelle Chirp. Did you ever take American in history class in Mr. Crampton's class?
I don't think so.
Okay. Did you take a social course in Mrs. Potter's class?
I did, yes.
You remember those news quizzes every week?
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
She was big on current events.
Yeah, that was probably Mrs. Potter's passion. Carole, do you remember Chris Adams, who also did the reunions?
Chris Adams.
He was at the one in your place, the 95 and 2005 reunions.
Well, I know Chris Adams, but I don't remember him at the reunion.
Okay. Do you remember, were you in Mr. Raffles' class?
No.
What about Mrs. Levine's English class?
Oh, absolutely.
You remember Mrs. Levine eventually retired from Riverview and worked at a haircut place called Lucia's. And that was at Clark and Beneva. It's a haircut place called Lucia's.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they're in business anymore, but they're in the plaza where Shaner's used to be. You remember Shaner's in the 90s?
Mrs. Levine was very nice.
Yeah, she used to say, "You can call me a witch, but you better have that paper." Yeah. Carole.
She let us leave her class a lot for like events and
Yeah.
planning and stuff.
I used to babysit for her.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Will you remember Mr. Anderson's environmental science class? Mr. Anderson's class?
I
Is that
do.
Coach Anderson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Mr. Lee's American history? Did you world history? Did you get him?
Wow. I had Mr. Hart. He
Okay.
had the bow tie.
Yeah. And do you remember Wednesday Night Live at Riverview?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Did you enjoy that?
Absolutely, yeah.
I'm still doing stand-up comedy at McCurdy's.
Oh, cool.
And they're in Sarasota.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right
And
off Ringling.
yeah, and I also did comedy in Chattanooga at the Comedy Catch.
That's cool to know.
Yeah. Where do you work, Michelle?
I'm the director of accounting for Paramount Development.
Okay, do they build buildings?
We build market rate apartment complexes.
Okay. Carole, how have you been spending your spare time?
Spare time. I like to read, and both of our college age or our adult age kids are living back at home temporarily. So
What are their names?
Cameron,
Karen?
Cullen.
Cameron.
Cameron. What is Cameron's favorite hobby to do?
She likes scuba diving.
And Holly's or Hollis's rather? Holland's.
Cullen.
What are Holland's
Cullen.
hobby?
He is into D&D.
What's D&D?
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh yeah, that's a nice video game, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
Are you going to be hosting the after party for our 40th reunion?
If somebody wants us to, sure.
Okay, thanks for your time, and hopefully your husband Brian will be here soon.
Yes.
Greg.
Thank you.
Oh, do you remember our thing with the Amityville Horror?
No.
Oh yeah, like a lot of the stuff like Father Delaney's blindness wasn't in the book.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, remember the movie where Father Delaney was blinded by a rock from a piece of a statue of Jesus?
Wow.
Yeah.
I never watched it.
I read the
was
book,
afraid.
but it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot, Carol. Nice to see you and Michelle again.
Thank
Dad.
you.
Bye.